The southern plains of Nepal hold one of the most unusual landscapes on earth. Not unusual in the way of mountains or canyons, unusual because of what human beings have chosen to build here and why. This is Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha, and what surrounds that birthplace is the accumulated devotion of an entire world. The master plan. In 1978, Japanese architect Kenjo Tange drew up a master plan for Lumbini. He divided the site into 3 zones, separated by a 1.6-kilometer canal. The eastern zone for Theravada nations and the southern Buddhist world. The western zone for Mahayana and Vajrayana traditions. The northern and the eastern Buddhist world. Today, over 30 monasteries have risen here, each one a complete expression of a living tradition. Together, they form something no single tradition could have created alone. Eastern Zone. The Eastern Zone represents Theravada, the old surviving form of Buddhist teaching, rooted in the Pali Canon. Thailand, Myanmar, Sri Lanka each gave this tradition their own voice, their own visual language, their own ritual life. Royal Thai Monastery. The Royal Thai Monastery announces itself in white, built entirely from white marble. In Theravada Buddhism, purity of mind is a foundational aspiration. The monk does not reach for transcendence before first attending to clarity. The marble expresses that idea in stone. The design is precisely symmetrical, a deliberate echo of the middle way. Nothing excessive, nothing lacking. Everything in a conscious proportion. Myanmar Golden Temple. The Myanmar Golden Temple is the oldest structure in the entire monastic zone. Its gilded stupas cast the early morning light. Gold here is not the color of worldly wealth. It is a color of enlightenment, a spiritual attainment made visible. At the temple's center stand the Lokamani Pula Pagoda. Pilgrims walk slowly around it, deliberate circles as a form of moving meditation. It gives the monastery a gravity the newer buildings have not yet earned. Sri Lankan Monastery. The Sri Lankan monastery is deliberately modest, stone and brick, open courtyards, no grandeur. Simplicity is a form of a statement, but it is the Bodhi tree in its compound that carries the deepest significance. The sapling here descends from the original Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, India, the tree under which Siddhartha Gautama sat through one night until he became the Buddha. To sit beneath it is to feel connected across 25 centuries of living transmission. The canal. The canal is the threshold. On one side, the Pali Canon, the discipline of the early teaching. On the other, 2000 years of further development. The crossing takes 30 seconds by boat. The philosophical distance is the subject of lifetimes of scholarship. Chinese monastery. The Zhenghua Buddhist monastery is built in the Tang Dynasty imperial style. Sweeping tiled roofs, red painted columns, a golden pagoda. Stepping through its gate feels like entering a different country, which in a sense it is. The dragon carvings are not decoration. In Chinese Buddhist iconography, the dragon represents a spiritual power, tamed and channeled through wisdom and compassion. The chanting that fills this hall is addressed to the possibilities in every person who enters. Korean Temple. The Korean Daisheng Sakya Temple is the tallest monastery in Lumbini. Yet, its philosophy reaches inward, not upward. The Seon tradition, Korea's ancestor of Jin, teaching that enlightenment arrives in a single moment, sudden, complete, already there, waiting to be recognized. The monastery offers accommodation and 3 daily meals to all who arrive. Generosity and awakening, inseparable. Great Lotus Stupa. The Great Lotus Stupa follows the classical Tibetan design, not a monument, a 3-dimensional mandala, a sacred diagram of an enlightened mind encoded in a stone. Each tire marks a stage of the path. To walk slowly around it, mantra moving under the breath, is not ceremony in the conventional sense. In the Vajrayana tradition, it is a path itself made workable in stone. Vietnam, Phat Quoc Tu. The Vietnamese Phat Quoc Tu weaves together Zen meditation, Pure Land devotion, and reverence for ancestors. The lotus appears everywhere in its architecture. In Vietnamese Buddhist thought, the lotus growing from muddy water in the central teaching, the most complete flowering of human awareness, grows precisely from the difficulties of ordinary life. The mud is not a problem, the mud is the condition. Rajakiya Buddha Bihar. Before there were 30 international monasteries at Lumbini, there was Nepal. The Rajakiya Buddha Bihar is a quiet reminder that this ground is above all Nepali soil. Its wall paintings depict the Buddha's life in the Newari artistic tradition, a visual idiom practiced in the Kathmandu Valley for over 1,000 years. World Peace Pagoda. The Japanese World Peace Pagoda stands as Lumbini Edge, its white dome visible from across the flat Tarai plain. 4 golden Buddhas facing the 4 cardinal directions built by the Nipponzan Myohoji order, whose monks have worked barefoot through conflict zones across the planet. Their argument is precise. Peace does not begin at the end of conflict, it begins at the origin. The monks strum and chant every morning as the sun rises. The sound carries in every direction. That too is a form of the teaching. These 30 monasteries are not competing with each other. They are a single aspiration expressed in 30 different architectural languages, none of them wrong, all of them pointing at the same thing. The sal tree grows in Lumbini, it has always grown here, and every morning the light comes it the same way it came 25 centuries ago. From the east, without announcement, without ceremony, the monasteries are new, the light is not.